determined, once again, to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines.
President Biden makes a big vow on gun control as he visits Monterey Park, the city where a gunman killed 11 people in a mass shooting there. And that mass shooting also injured 9 others. KCAL News political reporter Tom Wade is live in Monterey Park with details on the president's visit and his efforts to reduce gun violence. Tom.
And good afternoon to you, Juan. A very emotional visit for President Biden as he met with victims' families and first responders. That scene of the horrific shooting is just behind me. The space remains empty, but certainly what happened here remains an open wound. President Biden greeted by an enthusiastic crowd in Monterey Park, but the reason for the visit and the tone of the speech was solemn. The president remembering the 11 people murdered in a horrific mass shooting at a dance hall in January, not far from where Mr. Biden gave his speech.
Ban assault weapons, ban them again, do it now, enough, do something.
The president made the trip to Monterey Park to announce a new executive order intended to reduce gun violence.
First, this executive order helps keep firearms out of dangerous hands, as I continue to call on Congress to require background checks for all firearm sales.
The order also increases the use of red flag laws. It addresses the loss or theft of firearms during shipping, asks the Federal Trade Commission to analyze gun marketing, and increases federal support for gun violence survivors.
We need to provide more mental health support and grief and trauma, and more financial assistance when a family loses the sole breadwinner or when a small business shuts down due to a lengthy shooting investigation.
Seated in the front row for the president's speech, hero Brandon Tsai, who wrestled the gun from the killer at a second studio before the shooter could hurt anyone else. This executive order comes after Congress passed bipartisan gun control legislation last year. And while the order is welcomed, the real power is with Congress to enact tougher restrictions. Professor of Political Science Jack Pitney.
The substance is what Congress did last year, and that's the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. That was the first substantial gun control legislation to pass in about 30 years. An executive order can only implement what is already in black letter law. The president can't issue a decree. So gun control advocates may be frustrated, but President Biden is operating within the limitations of the law.
And with Republicans now in control of the House, it is very unlikely that there will be any further gun control legislation, at least in this session of Congress. Reporting live in Monterey Park, I'm Tom Wade, KCAL News.